Everybody show respect up front. Step out, close your eyes. Big deep breaths into the nose, out through the mouth. So we're already muted. Can you just check the chat and then make sure we're recording?
There.
And come on up. All right, I want to hop right into it today, and I want to warm up with some basics with the lower body. So we're going to start with our legs here, and we're going to do a kick that we don't normally explore a whole lot in our group classes, and that's our scoop kick. So a scoop kick is going to start like our straight leg kick, and it's going to finish with a bend. Let's use the back leg. Once again, doesn't matter if it's your right leg or your left leg right now. We're going to keep our guard up. We're going to start with the straight leg, and then we're going to use our flamingo to pull and scoop back in. Now, if I use that kick in application, what I'm doing is I'm going to catch underneath with my straight, and then I scoop on the way back out. It hits, and then it hits again. Here we go. Guards up. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're breathing. 5, key eyes. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch stances. We're going to use the same leg, but that leg is in the front now. Here we go. So in this one, I'm going to pull straight up, and let's do this. Land behind you, reset. So that's going to go up, back, down. Straight leg, bent leg, back down into the stance. And 1, reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we got to get the other leg. So whichever leg you were just using, we're going to switch it. I started on my right, I'm going to go to my left. If it's the other way around for you, that's all right. We're going to work the same kick, both the back leg and the front leg. So we have straight leg, up, scoop back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's put that leg in the front. Remember, we're going to do the same motion, but this time we're going to let ourselves land back, replace it in the front again. And 1, scoop back, reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Shake that out. Since we just got our kicks moving, let's get a quick stretch with our legs, and we're going to hop into some exercise with Miss Carrie here. That should be, if you were working out strong, those kicks should have already been a little bit of leg workout, a little bit of cardio for you. So right where you're at, let's take our legs straight legs, straight back, reach down, try to touch the tops of your feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go to the toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend your knees. Good. Walk your legs out. Big, deep squat. I'm going to touch my hands to the ground on this one. I don't want to let my heels come off. My feet are flat. My arms are pushing my legs out. We're gonna rock slow, side to side, back in front, get a little bit of balance, around in a big circle, and switch it. Good, right from here, straighten those legs, slow back up one vertebrae at a time. Good, all right. What's our exercise for today, Carrie?
We have two different things we're going to do today, guys. First thing I want everybody to do, we're just going to warm up our hips a little bit more. So we're going to draw big circles with our knees. We're going to do 5 on each side. Just drop big circle all the way in, all the way out. Try to draw as big of a circle as you can.
Make sure you're breathing.
And then we're going to really work. We're going to do 2 different versions of our little jumping jack. First one we're going to do is our star jack. It just comes all the way out. Then we're going to do a tuck jump. So that's bringing our knees all the way in. We're going to alternate those. We're going to do a total of 10 each.
Let's do 10 each.
Let's do 10 each.
All right.
First one's our star. And we go straight in. 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Right where you are, I want everybody, if you were working hard like we were, your heart should be bumping a little bit. Your lungs should be looking for that air, so we need to slow our breathing down. I want you to follow our breathing pattern. I want you to use your arms to help you out. So we're going to open our feet just a little bit. In, out, in, out. Last one, in and out. All right, let's get back down to those legs. I want to get 1, maybe 2 more kicks in today. I'm going to go to one of our fan favorites. Everybody loves their roundhouse kick, and really break it down today. So we're going to use that rear leg roundhouse, and a couple of things we want to remember here. One is pivot. Pivot is another way of saying turn. It's going to give us torque. So think of your roundhouse kick like a bat from playing baseball. When I swing, I use my hips, and the torque swings that bat. Well, our leg is going to be the bat in this analogy here. So we have a couple ways that we can work this. One is I can step with that twist and already set up the pivot is there from that step. Now I just have to make sure my knee is in alignment. Look at the line from my knee to my foot. See how it's almost sideways? I don't want my foot to be straight down in this one because my foot's going to go wherever my knee is pointing. So, first way of looking at it, we're going to do 5 where we step, lift, fire, back down. Then we're going to try 5. See how the knee turns? So I'm going to let the flamingo turn. And then we're going to do 5 where we just fire it. Now, we're not kicking at anything in front of us. Nobody's holding a heavy bag. We don't have bags that are on the floor for resistance. So I don't want to use a lot of power on this one against the air. This is more about technique and timing. So, once again, you could be mirroring us. You could be matching the same side. It doesn't matter because we're going to get both legs. So first 5, we're taking our twist step. So front foot turns. Knee comes up. Fire. Back down. Make sure you're putting those toes down away from the leg. 2. Turn step. Knee up. Kick. back down. 3, twist, knee, kick, down, freeze. If you're good at this, don't be tempted to go faster. It's actually harder to break it down slower like this than it is to let it all go really fast. 4, twist, knee, kick, down. And 5, twist, flamingo, kick, re-flamingo, down. Good. Now, we're going to let the knee bring us up, but we're going to pause at the flamingo again. So, flamingo pivot, kick, back down. Don't forget 3 flamingo. 2, flamingo pivot, kick, re-flamingo, down. 3, flamingo, kick, down. Don't forget to turn that front foot. If you have to go back to the twist step because you're forgetting it, that's okay. Make sure that foot turns. 4, pow, back down, and 5, boom, down. Now we're going to let the whole thing go. Fire in one fluid motion, back down. Doesn't mean you need to go as fast as you can. We're just trying to tie all of those technique ideas in together. One other thing to think about, shape of the foot. I'm pointing my toes down and away, and I want to hit with a very specific part of my foot. I don't want to hit down here by the toes. That can hurt my toes. It can also hurt my foot at this joint here where my foot moves. I want to hit right up here by where the foot meets the shin. That's nice and solid for my weapon use. All right, here we go. Whole thing from start to finish with all those points that we broke down. 1, 2, use your breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Boom. That gives us 15 on one leg. One other thing I want you to think about while you're practicing before we switch legs is, should your count or should your technique get better or worse the higher up the number you go? So, for example, if you're doing 100 jumping jacks, those of you who have tested already have been there and have done it. Your 100th jumping jack should be the strongest one you do. Same thing with your kicks. They shouldn't get weaker. Guys shouldn't die down. They should get more and more powerful. When I practice, every time I go through my kick, I reset. This is a new kick. I have to do it even better. I have to think, what can I do better on this one? Was I snapping that leg out? Was I remembering my pivot? Was I keeping my guards up? All right. Switching legs. 5, 5, and 5 again. We're going to start with our twist step. So we have 1 twist. 2, flamingo comes up. Shape that weapon, both the foot and where the leg's pointing. Kick out, back in, back down. Who's able to hold that up and who's wobbly? Good little bounce, good little crane test here. 2, up, pow, back down. 3, twist, up, back down. Good. 4, twist, flamingo, kick, flamingo, down. And 5, up, kick, down. Good. Now we're going to use the flamingo again. Instead of taking our twist stance, now, once again, your white belt, yellow belt, you're still working on that roundhouse kick. This is new to you. You don't have to work on what we're working on. You can stay with the twist. Because, once again, why is that twist so important? Well, 1, watch my belt. It's pointing the whole way over here from here now. That means my hips are moving. I'm making a big circle. That's torque. That's power. 2, if my leg stays where it is, see where my foot's pointing, and my hips go the other way, I'm going like this to my knee, and I'm ringing it, and that's eventually going to hurt my knee. So I'm protecting it, and I'm also giving myself power and alignment. So, once again, We're either doing our twist or we're letting the flamingo bring us up. Here we go. Freeze, kick, flamingo, back down, that's your drill. Flamingo up, out, back down, 3, boom, back down, 4, back down, and 5, boom, back down. Last 5, let it all out. So I might step, kick, and I might just flamingo to my twist and kick. Get all of your parts down, be specific. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Had another leg exercise here, another round of kicks. So we're going to do another round of stretches. I want everybody to take, let's do it this way. We're going to do stretch and balance. I want you to take your, doesn't matter, right leg or left leg. You're going to bring your foot across and above your knee. I'm almost making a P or a 4. Now from here, I'm going to bend my back. I'm going to hold on to my chin for balance, and I'm slowly going to sit back down. I'm going to add a little bit of weight over on this knee side. You should feel it on the outside of your leg. It's also a good little test of balance. If you fell down, that's all right. Get back up. But see if you can do it without falling. Got a little crane stretch. Good. Come on back up slowly. Leg out. Reverse it. Switching legs. So we've got our straight leg. We've got our number 4 or letter P leg. Hold on to the shin. Bend at the plant knee. Keep the back straight. Put a little bit of pressure down on the knee. Don't fall over. Ninjas can stay up in their balance. And back up. All right. So we had a nice little leg warm up with kicks. I'm going to pass it off to Miss Carrie for another little exercise, break, strictly exercise, and then we're going to get into some upper body. Woo.
Let's get our arms working a little bit, guys. So let's go down on the ground. We're going to do, let's do 10 of our best push-ups. Add a little something to it.
All right, what we add to the push-ups today?
I changed my mind. We're going to do our little inchworm into a push-up, inchworm back up, inchworm back down into a push-up. We're going to do 10 of them. If you guys remember what our inchworm is, we're going to go down, walk our hands out, push up, walk back in, up, and we're going to go right back down.
All right, I'm going to do these sideways so we get a little side view as well.
Here we go.
All the way back up.
And straight back down.
2. Who are the warriors out there? Remember our theme of the week? If you don't, we're going to talk about in a second.
3. Right back down. 4. Right back down. Halfway there, guys.
Don't give up, come on.
2 more.
Last one, come on.
Make it your strongest one, guys.
And all right. So that's a good little time for us to, because those weren't easy. I was getting burned out working on those. So there's a good chance some of you were feeling that as well. And hey, if you could only do 7 of those and you had to take a break, or you had to stop in the center there, that's all right. I want to go back to our theme of the week for a second here, because it's a good little tie-in. We had 2 words this week because they work together so well. One of them is determination, and the other one is perseverance. So remember, determination is your mindset. It's you saying, I have this idea and I'm going to do it. I don't care if they tell me it can't be done, that I'm not good enough, or that I'm not feeling as good as I might possibly, or it's uncomfortable. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to achieve that goal that I want. Perseverance is the action behind it, is doing what you actually need to do with that determination in mind to achieve that goal. Is the goal is 10. I'm going to make 10. If I can't do it today, I'm going to try again tomorrow. If I can't do it tomorrow, I'm going to try the day after that. I'm going to have my goal to get to 10 of those inchworm push-ups if I can't get to them. I'm going to have that roundhouse kick down if I'm a little sloppy at it, or I'm going to get it better. I'm going to take it to the next level. They all take a black belt mindset. Take those ideas and form them into stone. Don't let anything crumble what you want to accomplish in those goals. All right, come on back up. Let's get some upper body. I'm going to start from our horse stance today. And we're just going to start with our front 2 knuckle punches. So let's just take this into the solar plexus, making sure we're using our reverse elbows every time we punch. If you see my belt, I'm using my hips for torque as I move. This is going to be important. It's our source of power, and as we add to it, we're going to look at collapses and extending strikes today. So, front 2 knuckle punch with the ki, front 2 knuckle punch with the ki. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Right into roundhouse elbows. So, there's a couple different ways you can look at this if the elbow's new to you. 1, if you know how to throw a hook already, I'm just making that circle tighter. 2, you can also think about making this fist almost touch your shirt or your gi. That's going to make this part of the elbow right at the end here, not the top, but the blade of the forearm, just like the blade of the hand, is what we want to hit with. Going to go the whole way past my center line as I strike. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we're going to combine the first strike that we just did with the second strike we did. We're going to start with a front 2 knuckle punch, then we're going to collapse that into our elbow strike. Notice my heel. I'm going to let my horse stance break a little bit so that I'm getting torque with that second strike as well. I'm not letting that bend though, that lift in the heel, push me up in the air. I still want to keep my knees bent. Here we go. We're going to break this down slow first. So we've got 1, punch, rotate. 2, punch, roundhouse. 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 punch, roundhouse, and punch, roundhouse. Now, how can I use this idea? Let's take a basic yellow belt concept where all we're doing is blocking the attack coming in and we're hitting with an extended strike. So as the straight punch comes in and I make my block and I hit, I can also move my body in and get a second strike on that arm just by collapsing my weapon. I can work that same idea on the inside. If I hit with my extension, I'm changing the elbow a little bit, but I'm hitting and collapsing. So I'm taking same side arm, I'm saying I can hit twice without having to recoil. Boom, 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 elbow. So let's take that same idea, and now we're going to start with our collapse, and we're going to extend. So I'm going to hit with my elbow, and I'm actually going to let my return of the torque bring my back fist. Elbow, back fist. Elbow, back fist. Elbow, back fist. Elbow, back fist. Now, everybody check your back fist. One of our rules for our strikes with our fists is to keep alignment of the knuckles to the wrist. So I don't want to bend either way. That's not good. If I hit from here, that's going to hurt my wrist. If I hit this way, that's also going to hurt my wrist and hit with knuckles that aren't very strong. I want to hit straight in with my two knuckles. But since this back fist extends from the side from a circle, I do need to alter that a little bit so that I'm hitting with my knuckles and not the flat of my hand. So if you look when I hit out, if I'm aiming for my own knuckles, I'm adding a slight bend to make those two knuckles what are hitting the first, not the back of the fist. All right, so I'm gonna hit those second one more time. Elbow strike, back fist, elbow strike, back fist. Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I can look at this as offensive. Maybe I come in and I finish whatever technique I'm doing. We'll do the same punch again. Pow! And I go in for my sandwich this time. I move my body in. As I leave, pow! I extend. So I'm just using my step to give me torque and marriage of gravity on the way back. I can also now start looking at my crossover. See the timing there? On guard. You can put strikes into that and make it work for you in practical and tactical. Or I can look at that same punch again and I can use the elbow as my block and the back fist as my striking motion. So remember, sometimes strikes can be blocks and sometimes blocks can be strikes. All right. Awesome, we still got a lot of time. I want to get a couple stances in. So we looked at, what did we look at so far? Our scoop kicks from the front, our roundhouse kicks, and some collapsing strikes with straight arm into my collapse, elbow into back fist. Since we just looked at that crossover and that gives us the stance we're going to take, I want to explore our twist a little bit today. We first see the twist where? In our salutation, right? That's your twist stance. Here's how I'm going to get to it today. Everybody get in their neutral bow. I want you to turn, hit your forward bow. So my back is straight. Now, on this last move here, I'm going to turn my front foot. Should feel familiar today. We already used that move when we did our roundhouse practice. But I'm also going to let my knee bend and my heel come up. So if you see that from the side, from my neutral, forward, back leg straightens, twist, front leg turns, knee bends, heel comes up. Back is still straight. I should be able to sit right here. As a black belt, I should have no problem just hanging out here, watching my my cartoons, playing my video games, doing my homework, on my twist stance, reading your book, all the above. So I want to hold that twist stance. Once again, a lot of leg work today. And just get comfortable in it, but then start exploring. We have torque out of that in both our upper body and our lower body. So let's go ahead, neutral bow, forward bow, twist, hold it. So you can either put your hands up on guard. Sometimes I like to use my mind, body, spirit, my peace over power, or my prayer, just to give a little extra fortification for myself. To hold on here and breathe through it. We're going to go for 20, 19. Think of this like your wall sit. 18, 17, 16, 15. You can add 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. Yeah, shake that out. So now, out of that twist, we're going to add some torque. We're going to do 2 hammer strikes, and then we're going to do a back twist on the way up. So out of our guard, we're going to go hammer, hammer. Now I'm going to go hammer. Let's make those hammers again. Hammer, so we're not worried about the weapons so much. This is more about the stance. Hammer, 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 hammer. Hammer, hammer down, and back up. Down, out. Should look like a windshield wiper going back and forth. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So I've got a lot of nice little torque. You can think of a twist stance as a little bit of a spring that you built up and you're releasing. Let's look at that same stance on the other side here. So let's get into our neutral bow. Back into the forward. Turn the front foot, let the heel come up. We're going to hold this one first. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake those out. Now, let's put our hammer strikes in. So, since our body's rotating this way on the twist, that's how the hammers are going to hit. And on the way out, we're going to reverse that motion. So we have twist, hammer, hammer, unwind, hammer, hammer. Twist, hammer, hammer, unwind, hammer, hammer. Twist, hammer, hammer, unwind, hammer, hammer. Twist, hammer, hammer, and unwind. You'll notice there's a little bit of crane involved in this, even though it's a deeper stance, to be able to use that and not wobble at the end there. One more stance for today before we get into a little bit of fun outside of our Kempo self-defense moves, but it's still Kempo. Cat stance. We're going to start from our neutral again. Front leg is going to move in this one. Think of using our hips to turn, and that turn is going to pull that leg back and in. Now, be very specific when you do this. I'm not pulling my foot the whole way back to my other foot. Maybe about half the distance of my stance, that's it. I also want you to watch that back leg in my head. I don't want this to happen. Now I've just lost all my balance and my power. I'm going to stay the same height that I started in as I go back. So here we go. Draw the cat, pull it there. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8,
Keep breathing,
7,
guys.
6, 5, 4, 3. You should be able to pick that front foot up. 2, 1. No problem. Back to neutral. All right, now here is your cat stance challenge. We're going to do a scoop kick, front kick, roundhouse kick. It's going to look like this. I'm just going to touch back down into that cat every single time. I'm going to go cat, scoop, front kick, roundhouse kick. Remember, I still have to pivot on that back foot. Here we go. We're going to do just 5. This is a challenge. If you can only get one of those clean, you don't have to do all 3. Remember, this is just to exercise our brain and our body a little bit. So we're in neutral. Cat, scoop, front kick, roundhouse. That was 1. Back into that cat. Scoop, front, round. Back into the cat. Scoop, front, round. Back into the cat. Scoop, front, round. Good. Let's switch legs. Same idea. Oh yeah. You don't need to move a lot sometimes to get a workout. Sometimes standing still in a position that works the muscles is harder than moving fast through it. So we're going to start our neutral again. Pull that leg. Everybody's hips should be facing front. Your belly button's to the front. Guard is up. 20, 19, 18. Should be able to lift your foot up at any point. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we've got our combination right from here. Scoop, front, round. If your legs are burning, remember your perseverance. Being uncomfortable, pushing yourself through the discomfort is one way of achieving your goal. Scoop, front, round. 3, scoop, front, round. 4, scoop, front, round. And 5, scoop, front, round. Good. Shake all that out. Nice work. To finish up today, let's put a bunch of those ideas together. So we're just going to take our block and our punch that we know already, and we're going to start our defense in that way. I'm going to take what I was just showing you guys with Miss Carrie before. We're going to go block, punch. Notice I'm still keeping my check up because this could still be a danger here. Absolutely. Now, to be able to use this elbow, I have to move my whole body forward. That's my push drag. So front foot, back foot. And I'm still going to use my torque to hit it. One more time. Block, punch, collapse. Let's look at that facing each other. We're going to do the mirror side. So once again, if you see this hand working, that's the hand on your side of the screen that you want to use. So we've got our step inward block, forward punch with our check. Now we're going to move our whole body forward and collapse that elbow. Good, let's try that again. block, punch, collapse. Reset. Block, punch, collapse. Reset. Block, punch, collapse. Reset. Last one. Block, punch, collapse. Now, let's add one of our kicks in there. Let's look at a way to put that scoop kick in. So, let's use a technique that we already have. Go back to the lathe sword. So, everybody in here should know this. White belts by now, you got this. Everybody else, if you don't have it, review it. You're going to need to know all these for your brown belts and your black belts. So from my grab, I've got my grab back hammer, kick, chop. Well, on my way out, on my cross out, here's how I can start using my scoop. If I find myself in an appropriate position, the scoop leads my cross out. It's my exit. I could look at 5 swords. We'll break both these down with our scoops. So I've got my boom, palm, chop, palm, punch, off the circle, chop. Check this out. My hands up here. Those of you who are learning green, I even have a secondary scoop that I can use here with that lower scoop on the way out. All it is noticing is my foot in a position to just lift up, whether I'm in front of the person or, like we learned in green belt, behind. I can use it on either direction. So let's look at both of those techniques. Let's add that scoop kick that we were using. First, the lathe sword. So I can either work on my grab back and my hip, or I can just make that a universal style block on the way in. I'm going to use the universal style block. If you want, like I said, you can use your grab. So you've got, yeah, we're going to mirror it on this one. So we're going to do whatever side you see us working on, that's the side we want you to imitate. So you've got 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to lift this straight up and pull it in. Power, cross out. One more little button to hit on the way out. 2. Boom. Kick, chop, scoop it. 3. Boom. Kick, chop, scoop. Another way of using our leg. And 3. Boom, boom, boom. And out. Now let's work our 5 swords. So off of that big punch, we've got our double block. Chop, forward bow. Neutral, up the circle, chop. Front leg, scoop, and out. Let's try that again. 5 swords, 2, block, chop, palm, neutral punch, up the circle, unwind, scoop. And if you feel comfortable with that scoop, you can take that second chop and turn it into a little eye poke or a little pull on the head. Ready? And block, chop, palm, punch, up the circle, unwind, scoops. 2 more. Block, chop, palm, punch, chop, chop, scoops. Last one. We're going to flow it a little bit. We're not going to go super fast. We're going to go non-stop. Double block, chop, palm, punch, up, unwind, scoops. All right, nice. Now, ending little brain blowout here. Let's do a bunch of collapses and a bunch of kicks on this one. So let's start with our roundhouse. We're going to go from our neutral bow. I'll switch it up for you guys to get right foot. Roundhouse punch. There's the first part. Roundhouse punch. Last one. Roundhouse punch. Like I said, this is getting towards the end. This is going to test you a little bit. If you start getting lost, that's okay. Stick with the one move that you can pull out, and as long as you're practicing that, you're getting stronger. So, roundhouse punch, collapse. Roundhouse punch, collapse. Roundhouse punch, collapse. Last one. Roundhouse punch, collapse. Step back fist, scoop. Oh. See if our brains are jello yet. Round, punch, collapse. As I step back, back fist, scoop. Roundhouse, punch, collapse, step back fist, scoop. All right, so here's your chance. I'm going to open up the screen so that I get a chance to see all of you. And I want you to show off anything that we worked on today, any combination of those. It can be one of those we worked on, or you can make up your own. So if you like the kicks, you might just be scooping and roundhouse kicking. If you like the collapses, you might put some of those in there, but this is yours. Go ahead. Ooh, I already see. Who is that? Abraham's already working it. I like it. Here's your chance to show off. Max, all right. Get that flamingo up on your roundhouse though, buddy.
Summer, let's see it.
Yep, this is experiment time. So Mari, it could be something as easy as punch, collapse. Or it could be something as easy as scoop, punch. Or it could just be any one of those, a scoop, a roundhouse, but I want to see some movement, guys. Yep, because you're all talented. Nice, Nicole. Abraham, you're jamming, buddy. The lose, yeah! That is a delightful surprise.
Nice,
I love it.
Bogdana.
Nice, Bogdana.
Nice, Nicole.
There you go, Mari. Now we're putting some stuff together. Boom.
Nice, Damien.
Nice, nice, Nico. That was really cool. All right, last little challenge for the day before we bow everybody out. I'm going to do this one with you. Doesn't matter which leg you do. You pick your strongest leg. We're all going to get in a side crane stance here. And we're going to try to do 20 roundhouse kicks without putting that leg down. I'm going to do them with you. I'm going to do my left leg and I'm going to do my weak leg. Ready, guards up, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Woo! Nice. Nice job. Awesome. Good. We're gonna come up. I want to bow out, and then I'm gonna turn the mics back on just so everybody can say goodbye. Remember, real quick before we bow out, if you're a purple belt, a blue belt, or a blue-green belt, this is your day for belt material. If you're a green belt or above, it's going to be Friday. And then those of you who haven't gotten the information, remember Monday at 4, white belts, yellow belts, and orange belts are working out. So come on back up, nice strong front position. Everyone show respect up front. Good, step out, close your eyes. And up. All right.